Former President Donald Trump reaffirmed his leadership in the Republican Party and blasted the Biden administration in his first major public speech since leaving the White House. At the Conservative Political Action Conference, Trump charted the GOP's course for the midterm elections and beyond. Washington correspondent Jesse Teneur reports on the Republican divide over his role in the party. Jesse?
Good evening. Trump made it clear he may no longer be in Washington, but he still holds a firm grip on the GOP, despite some Republican concerns that his presence won't bring them the wins they want in 2022.
Hello, CPAC. Do you miss me yet?
Former President Donald Trump returned to the spotlight for the first time since leaving the White House and told supporters he and his America First movement are here to stay.
It is far from being over.
Trump said he will not form a separate party that would split the vote and keep the GOP from dominating the midterm elections.
Our security, our prosperity, and our very identity as Americans is at stake.
Republicans just lost the White House and Senate, and although they picked up 15 seats in the House, they are still the minority. But on CBS Face the Nation, Ronna McDaniel, the Republican National Committee chair, said voters still view Trump as the future of their party.
Overwhelmingly, they agree with what President Trump did in office.
McDaniel noted divisions in the GOP, but stressed Trump can help them win back the House and Senate in 2022.
We need to unite around how do we win back these majorities and stop Biden in his tracks.
But the number 3 House Republican, Liz Cheney, who voted in favor of Trump's impeachment for the January 6th Capitol riots, thinks the GOP should move on.
I don't believe that he should be playing a role in the future of the party.
Trump promised to help take down members of Congress like Cheney in the midterms.
Hopefully they'll get rid of her with the next election.
And the former president did not rule out another run himself.
A Republican president will make a triumphant return to the White House, and I wonder who that will be.
And Trump told his supporters the Biden administration's changes to his policies, specifically on immigration and energy, have taken the country from America first to America last. In Washington, I'm Jesse Teneur.